Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel, Trusted Gem. Please like, share, subscribe, donate, all that jazz, any information that you need. If you want to contact me, um, it's in the description box below. Uh, I just watched another fellow Soul Tribe members channel, and the Most High God have been quickening me because the messages that she's been picking up, the energies I have too, and it's been almost like where I couldn't cipher through the information, but now that she's brought some clarity to this particular energies and entities, it is very apparent what's going on now. So this message is for people in my soul tribe that have been going through particularly the same things that I've been going through, probably in different aspects, but nevertheless the same energies. Y'all, I have been getting attacked by flies, bugs, and stuff like that, and Spirit said the reason for that is, like, this fly would not leave me alone. It like bit me, and I end up killing it, and it was like it had blood in it. It had bit me. So they are so desperate to get into our energy fields until they'll take any little thing. Like Solario Speak said that you're literally shitting out rainbows and gold, and that literally that's what's happening here. Because I was wondering, I picked up on the message where they were sitting in a spirit, and I didn't put it out because I don't know, a lot of messages I get now, it's a lot of them. I don't particularly just put them out because they sound so petty. They sound like so like, oh my god, like I know people ain't doing this. It's just like, to me it's just craziness. But she just confirmed what I was picking up on, but I got it in a different way. Nevertheless, it's the same energies, but they were sending spirits. It could be in form of flies or entity in your home, however, but they were offering up your blood. Like, I went to the doctor, they took some of my blood, they used that was just liquid gold to them. I didn't know at the time. Spirit was trying to quicken me, but I couldn't all the way get the messages and interpret them the way that I need to. And that was liquid gold for them. And not only that, when Spirit was like, make sure you flush the toilet, make sure you clean any little thing. If I leave my hair, even any little thing, your sweat, a handshake, they are going to extreme measures to get your energy. When I say this is like so petty. Like me, I'm not a petty person, so like when I picked up on this energy, it was hard for me to really even grasp that people would do this. And this is a lot of times why I can't pick up on lower energies like that, because I don't do too well with pettiness. It really, like, I won't say it's a trigger, but it's just like, why? Like, some things, you know how people do something, you be like, but why? Like, that was just so low. That was even low for you. You know what I mean? And so Spirit quickened me and to awaken me to let me know the reason why the flies, the reason why Beelzebub, the reason why Astrodemons, spirits and entities, and these negative entities and forces are coming against you because they want to get back into your energy field. Like, I delivered somebody, particularly in my soul tribe, in my particular soul tribe, I delivered a person, and this spirit is so angry with me because they had this particular person that was in my soul tribe had been molested, raped as a child, and they grew up with their wounding in their sacral chakra, in their root chakra, and so they held this trauma for so long that this entity was attached to them since then, and they've been using this person energy, sacral wounding as a battery for all their spell work, for all their castings, for all their spells and rituals, they had been using this person's energy, and this person was unaware. This person was really unaware of this going on, and I was too. I just knew that this person needed to be delivered so that people in my soul tribes can start ascending more, so this beautiful God energy start to expand and to take up space and to get big in this world. So in the midst of doing that, God showed me when I delivered this person that this entity that was attached to this person, utilizing their sacral chakra and solar plexus and root energies, and that this entity was mad because I did that. A lot of people have gifts like of deliverance and stuff like that. A lot of times you don't have to speak it out. You don't have to. There's so many other ways that you can deliver people. You don't have to just lay hands, because you're more at risk of picking up those energies and entities when you do that. But I delivered this particular person, and this demon is so mad at me. This particular entity is mad at me because of this. And then they told me that they had to find another body to go into, that they had to do this and had to do this. The spirit is like really mad at me, talking to me, and I'm like, I didn't know what it was, so I'm just like listening. I'm like, God, what the heck is this? Like, what is going on? But God quickened me to let me know that this energy was talking to me and was mad. This energy was so mad towards me, and that they couldn't get to a particular person in my soul tribe energy anymore. They're not wounded and they're healing, and so this energy was so mad. So this energy is still mad. So they're doing any little petty spells, any little petty thing, like if you leave your stool in the bathroom just unflushed, or even residue after you clean, after you take get rid of your waste, whether it's number 1, number 2, make sure you flush it. Clean your toilet, spray. I have Clorox spray, and I just spray it and scrub, because these energies are so mad that deliverance has happened, and a particular person in my soul tribe has ascended to a higher level. This energy is so mad that they're so desperate that they're going to extreme measures and extreme warfare with your home. You utilizing your waste, your bathroom waste, even your hair, your hair particles. Just be careful of all of that. I think I'm gonna go back to covering my hair for the time being because of this particular energy. We'll see what Spirit says. But even with your hair particles, any trace of you right now is so potent that they just want it. They don't care how they get it. They will send spirits. They will come and try to touch you, hug you. At this time, they will hug you, embrace you, shake your hand, and be so glad to be in your energy field. But it's a trick of the enemy to try to get as much energy as possible off of you, out of you, because they're not attached to this particular person's solar plexus, sacral chakra, root chakra energy anymore. So if they're not attached to that person, they're gonna try to attack your mind. And then once you get through covering your mind, then they have to go through other extreme measures. When I went to the doctors, that's why I didn't know. They were so desperate to get my blood, and they tried to how can I put it? They tried to make it seem like it wasn't, that wasn't what they were doing. But there was, oh, your mom name, why you just talking about my name. I was like, my mom named me what I named her. She said it is what it is, so that's what it is. And that's what I told her like that. I was like, I'm not I'm over 30. Like, what is your problem with my name? Like, it is what it is. It's not going to change no time soon. So yeah, and they were just so happy just to get a tube of my blood. They want me to come back in 3 months so they can do some more blood work and do more blood work. They're just so happy to get onto liquid. They were so happy to get that liquid courage, that liquid gold rainbow energy from me. They were just so happy, and I allowed it at the time because I knew something was off, but I couldn't pinpoint it. But now that I have more clarity and understanding what was going on, this is why they're doing, because they're mixing science with spirituality, and they're doing things that are discussed in the spiritual realm. But spiritually, I'm already protected. It's all good because anything that they do, because it's my energy, I still have control over my energy. Once you know that you have control and you're being attacked that way, any way they use your energy is going to backfire on them, because it's up to you that you get to decide what happens to your energy, because that's your energy. You know what I mean? Nobody can take your energy without permission, unless then you're unaware of them doing it. And I was very unaware, but now I'm very aware. You know what I'm saying? So woe be unto them. That's all I have to say about that. But just be careful with your ways with using public bathrooms, with where your hair, where you're getting your hair done, who's doing your hair, and different things of that nature, because they're trying to get energy by any means necessary, because at this time these energies are so potent. When you heal, you become even more potent and more potent, and they're trying to find their way back in. They know your healing has happened, but has your awareness of your healing happened? You get what I'm saying? Has your awareness of what was really going on in the spiritual realm cross over into this physical realm of you being aware of these energies and entities that they have done, and these contracts they had done in the spiritual realm? So with them being able to do these contracts underneath your nose without you knowing, then that gives them more room to operate and to work in your life. And you be like, why this happened? Why this happened? I was at that state of point, but I'm not at that point anymore. I'm very aware. So that being said, you guys, just protect your body, your hair, your nails, your waste that you comes out your body, your blood, going to the doctor, getting blood work. Just be very aware and have your protection set up, and have yourself set up in a way that you won't be taken advantage of, that your energies won't be able to take advantage of. You have to understand, in my soul tribe, I have very high vibrational beings, even if they don't understand that they're high vibrational beings, even if it don't seem like it. These people are divine galactic beings in a positive way that's here on this planet. And a lot of these energies, because they can't kill you, they can't do anything to kill you, so they have to create these contracts where you're unaware of what's really going on, so that they can take advantage of your energy. Because at this particular time, I don't know, is the moons and the stars are aligning so well, and then you're healing on top of that. So everything is potent, especially with this blue moon coming up August. I think it's 30th. We had 2 this month, the 1st and the 30th of August. So August is a very empowering, strengthening month. And then we have Virgo, the Virgin, coming in next month, which is really close. In a couple of days, like 3 or 4 days. We have, I'm recording this on the 27th of August. So we have that beautiful Virgo energy coming in as well. So I laugh. This is why it's very important for you to heal yourself, because no matter what you do or what you go through, healing is always going to lead you back to the divine, to your true self, to your true nature, to who you truly are. And all of us are born in love. God created us in love, and when you're living outside of love, then you get someone is in your energy field, something is off balance. And that being said, this is what's off balance for this season, is that these people cannot get attached to your energy field, so they're doing anything by any means necessary, doing things that are of petty nature, that are of small, like you wouldn't even think. Or me, I'm like, oh, this is so petty. Like, I won't even read the energy. I won't even acknowledge it. And God said that's where I fall short. So I have to start in acknowledging these petty energies and go ahead and put the message out there. You know, when you speak the truth, you shame the devil. So the devil, his plots will be revealed, so he can't work through that anymore. So these energies were being worked on me, and I felt them. They were I was going back to my old self, like I was reminiscing about old things, how I used to fight, and just being in that, and that was a false sense of power that I had, even though that most of the time I fought, I had to be provoked. But I was at a point in my life where this is where I know I needed a change. Like, I beat this girl so bad, and I'm not when I'm mad, I'm not a typical man. I'm not going to talk to you. I talk and try to get some understanding, but after that, then I used to just put my hands on people's kids. Let's just be honest. I used to, for example, this particular individual, she wanted to talk to me and confront me about something that I said. And me, I'm the type of person, if I said it, I'm gonna stand on it no matter what. I've always been that person. So she she was checking me about my child's father at the time. Well, he was just my boyfriend at the time, but nobody knew I was pregnant but me and my sister. So nobody else knew I was pregnant, not even my child's father. So she was checking me about him because of a particular STI, if you would call it, that she had contracted, and she said that I spreaded it, which I didn't. I don't spread people's business just because I don't care. Like, that's not gonna help me anyway. You get what I'm saying? So and I expressed that to her. I said I acknowledge, and I did tell my child's father that he ever cheated or to try to sleep with you again, because I know y'all have history that, you know, that certain things was going to happen to him. I threatened him, and I let him know that this is real, because me and this particular girl are kin to the same people. So it was in my circle of family. I knew for a fact that this was true. So and I told him. He was like, nah. And he said, I'm so glad I met you, because I took him, like, before we had any intimacy sexually, I took him to the clinic. We went to the clinic. We went to get tested and did all those things before we got intimate. Due to some other things happening in my life, we'll get to that another story. That's another testimony for a whole nother time. But she ended up, and I told my sister, and I told the girl house that we went to, I said, if she start that dumb shit, I'm not on it. I'm just gonna beat her ass and I'm gonna walk away. I know me, like, that's who I am. I already knew who I was. So she came at me. I had my baby daddy on the phone so he can listen to what she's saying. He was like, nah, she lying. And so I was like, that's what he said. He called you a liar. I said, I don't know. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know what y'all did or whatever. I know I'm with him. I know he hasn't been with you. And unlike you, before I slept with him, we went and got tested. We both did. I don't play about my physical health when it comes to STDs and stuff like that. So this particular girl, she just started hitting me, and she was just like holding her head down while she was hitting me. One thing about me, when you start hitting at me, 17 on the clock, when you start hitting at me, poke your chest out when you do it. I want you to poke your chest out. Don't hit me like that. But nevertheless, she was scratching me. My face was all scratched up, and I'm gonna eat every lick that you give me. I will eat it. That don't faze me. I don't care. I want your neck, and that's what I went for. I grabbed her neck, and I was pounding her in the top of her head, and then it was a wall right there. I was gonna ram her head through the wall, and my sister was like, oh no, you gonna kill her, you gonna kill her. And I had blacked out by that point, because you shouldn't have put your hands on me. I didn't touch you. I was talking to you like an adult, and I wasn't screaming. She was the one screaming. I'm not gonna scream for what? You're not gonna raise my blood pressure high. When you do raise my blood pressure, I'm gonna take action, and that action was to dismantle you. And that's who the person I used to be. And I realized, because a month later I spoke to her, and I'm like, oh hi, back to my loving self, and she was just looking at me all scared and just like with this terrified look, and I'm like, oh yeah, I beat her ass. Like, she not gonna speak to me, because I told her, if you call the police, I'm gonna beat your ass again. If you do this, I'm gonna beat you. Even if you say hi to me, I'm gonna you all the way up. And I told that to her, and I forgot she was petrified of me, and I didn't like that feeling. So like, this was like over almost this was almost like 11-12 years ago. So that was way back when I was like in my 20s. So I didn't like that part. I'm laughing now because I used to be a hot mess. I didn't like that about myself, so I changed it. And I vowed to never let no one to take me there, and no one can take me there, because I've healed that side of me that needed to display that kind of violence towards someone. Now I would just let God deal with you. That I don't need to say I'm just gonna get you like you're stupid. Like, you're not talking to me because you're not. So God had delivered me, and this is what they had me going, like, this is what my mind keep going back to. I'm like, God, why my mind keep going back to this? Because they really want me to fight. They want somebody to come beat me up, or me to beat somebody else up so I can end up in jail. That's their whole tactic this season. And God told me to say this to shame the devil. I'm not putting my hands on nobody's child anymore. I've been delivered for over 10 years now. For over, yeah, 15, you could just say 11, 12 years now. I've been delivered from that type of anger. Because I used to have a real bad temper. I'm delivered from all of that. I'm laughing now because it's so funny the way it play out. But anyways, it's really hilarious to me because like I used to be that person and people play with you. I didn't change because of anybody. I changed for me because I didn't like the way I felt at that moment when she couldn't speak to me. Even though she shouldn't put her hands on me, I could have dealt with it in a better situation. I always held myself to a higher caliber than I held others to, simply because that's my moral standard. That's what I have for myself. It's not for nobody else. It's for me. And I do have that savage side in me because of my mother. My mother was like that. Like, she would beat you. Like, this girl came to the party and she was flirting with my mom's man. My mom beat her ass right then and there and then served her a plate of food and tell her that God don't like when you do stuff like that. And that's who my mom was. So I get it. It was in my psyche. I wanted to, my psyche was creating these situations so that I can fight and be back into that my normality for when I was a child. So I had to be delivered from that, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it felt when she looked at me in fear. I didn't like it. I really didn't. And so I changed that about myself, and you can't get me to go there. Nobody never will, simply for the simple fact is I've been delivered. And if I have to be delivered again, then so be it. But these are what these particular energies, and I tell my testimony so that you guys can understand, be aware of why they want to put certain stuff back in your psyche. Be aware of why they want to, when I say protect your tree of life, this is your tree of life, your emotions, your subconscious mind, all your feelings that make you, that used to be karmatic, stuck in these karmatic cycles, and you've been delivered from. They want you to go back to these particular energies to the world there. I'm sorry, you guys, my